This is a very adventurous place, so you can pick and choose from lots of different types of projects and sort of blend it in here. Anything that you ever requested, whether that's spearfishing, wake surfing, kiting, sailing, sport fishing, you name it. When you own a home here, you not only have access to everything in the hotel, but you're also a member of the Costa Palmas Beach and Yacht Club. It is really your marina.
This past weekend, my family and I spent at the Four Seasons, located in Costa Palmas in La Ribera, the East Cape. It's actually the very first project outside of Los Cabos that's ultra luxury. Find out what I learned with Michael Radovan, the managing director of Costa Palmas. This is a real treat, and it's on location on the beach. All right, Michael.
Hi.
Thanks for hosting me here at Costa Palmas. Michael Radovan, you're the managing director of the project. But what's interesting that you were telling me before we start recording is that you're not here full time. You're actually spending a lot of time in Phoenix, where you live.
Yeah, we live in Phoenix, and I come in and out of here weekly. It's a big project, and we've been doing this. We're finishing our 7th year here. And when we started, there was nothing here. It was just this beach and a pile of sand behind us. So
we were saying, I was like, hey, Michael, nice to meet you. Just minutes ago. Have we met before? And you said yes.
Right.
We actually met 6+ years ago at the Cape Hotel in Cabos, San Lucas.
We did a little roadshow event, and we met at the top of the hotel there. And I actually think I gave away a bunch of trips to Hawaii to a couple of our projects there.
Yeah. Tell everyone what your experience is before joining the Costa Palmas team.
You know, I was fortunate. I spent 6 projects with Discovery Land. I started in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho at Casa Ranch, and I was lucky enough to be put on the team that brought the Yellowstone Club out of bankruptcy, which has been a huge success. Discovery and Cross Harbor partnered on that. I did a little time at Talisker in Park City, Utah. I was at Baker's Bay in the Bahamas, and I did a project in Hawaii, in Kauai, with Mike and Discovery Land. So I've seen a lot of different types of projects in a lot of different types of environments. And a lot of that has been rolled into Costa Palmas. This is a very adventurous place, so you can pick and choose from lots of different types of projects and sort of blend it in here because Mother Nature's given us a pretty good palette to work from.
Who are the people that are investing in Costa Palmas?
It's a pretty diverse membership here. We started in Southern California because I grew up there, and Jason Grossfeld, who's our principal, lives in Southern California, and we started there. But we quickly had families joining from Detroit, Chicago. We have 7, 8 families from New York, and then everything in between: Phoenix, Denver, Texas, Northern California, Seattle. We have some Canadians, and then we've been lucky enough to recruit a number of families from mainland Mexico.
Really?
Mexico City and Monterrey in particular. And, you know, they've been fabulous additions.
The Baja Sur, Los Cabos, Cabo San Lucas, San Jose del Cabo have been the host of the high-end, ultra-luxury communities. And Costa Palmas is really the first of its kind getting outside of Los Cabos. What is the appeal here that you've seen to your clients, your owners, that would otherwise only be considering Cabo San Lucas, San Jose?
Look, the most obvious difference is the water. So we set out from the very beginning to attract people who liked to come to Los Cabos but would never really buy there. And they wouldn't buy there because they wanted a water environment that was more inviting. And we knew that from the beginning. It was just, it was anecdotal. We didn't have any scientific evidence, but we could feel that there was an opportunity for to build a place that was more adventurous. and there are a lot of families in the market that want a lot of activity, not just sit at the pool and play golf and go to the spa. They want to dive, they want to wake surf, they want to sport fish, they want to mountain bike in the mountains, on and on and on, right? And there's 110 things that we've created here to do on the East Cape, and that's the market we chase. Big families, very adventurous.
Okay. So for those that don't know Costa Palmas, where are we located?
We are on the East Cape, and the East Cape is our definition of the East Cape. We're 100 kilometers from the tip of Baja. And so every kilometer that you get away from the tip, you're getting away from the Pacific Ocean, and the water calms down. By the time you're up here, the water's flat. There's no riptides, no rogue waves, and water's warmer 9 months of the year. It's over 80. And with that, you can do lots of different things. So
aside from the championship golf course, like who was the golf course designed by?
This is a Robert Trent Jones 2 track, and I was lucky enough to work with Bobby in Kauai, and he builds a particular style. Most of his courses feel like they've been there 100 years, and he did that here. This is like a Sea Dunes Links style flavor of golf. It fits very well here, with the sand dunes and the mountains on one side and the water on the other. So he had a pretty good time building this golf course, and it's fun. It shows.
The first amenity that came in here, I remember, maybe 3 to 4 years ago, was the hotel. What's the hotel, that first branded hotel here in Costa Palmas?
Well, the first hotel that's built and up and running, we opened fall of 19, is the Four Seasons, Los Cabos. And really that validated Costa Palmas. When you put a international flag like that at that level here, people are at least going to come look. And the interesting thing is, right before that hotel opened, we had opened the Costa Palmas Beach and Yacht Club, which started really virtually on the beach. It was nothing there but our staff. And so people would come because of the Four Seasons. But I think they really fell in love with the East Cape and everything that's here through the Costa Palmas Beach and Yacht Club. It just delivered a level of service that was very intimate, on top of all of that adventure. And we really opened up a new market of folks who really would not have considered buying real estate here.
How many rooms are at the Four Seasons?
There's 141 room keys, and then there are 76 residences attached, condos, 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms.
2, 3, and 4 bedroom condos, and I saw, because I was hosted here with my family over the weekend. You're just finishing up it seems like the last few. Is that right?
Yeah, we have 36 of that group that will be, everybody will move in next year. They're mostly sold, and that's what we call the Peninsula. And all of those residences are immediately adjacent to the hotel. We also have Four Seasons branded villas and casitas, everything up to, over 15,000 square feet. So it doesn't need to be a residence to be branded. It can be a big home, but it allows for any services that you would get in the hotel you can have at your residence, your casita, or your villa.
And in construction right now, there's another hotel. Can you tell us about that one?
Yeah, it's an exciting project we've been working on for a while. It's the first Aman in Mexico. Ours is named Aman Vari, which is peaceful water. And this is only 20 rooms as opposed to 141 rooms at Four Seasons, so it's very different. 48 villas, no residences, no condos attached, so very low density. It's very Aman, in personality.
A lot of people won't know what Aman is. I certainly didn't know what it was 4 years ago. Had to look up on the internet. Can you tell us a little bit about the brand?
Aman was created by a gentleman named Adrian Zecca, and he had a very interesting strategy and philosophy. It would be like coming to somebody's home, and their staff would be taking care of you. And he built all of these hotels like that. They're usually in the middle of nowhere. This isn't in the middle of nowhere. We're only 45 minutes from the airport, but it does feel like you got away. And even though it's on the same stretch of beach here, it does feel like its own place here. And that's why Aman decided to come. And Aman has 33 worldwide, and they're opening up a couple more as we speak, but they're unique and fun.
With your sales team, I was with one of your agents over the weekend, and is it correct that 75% of the residences are already sold?
Yeah, it's been a very successful project. And Aman has a very loyal following.
Yeah.
You have Aman clients who want to travel to every single one across the world. So if you have one of those who are in the West, then they're certainly more inclined to buy real estate here. And you marry Aman with the Costa Palmas Beach and Yacht Club, and you have a combination there that's very different and very powerful. So imagine coming with 3, 4, 5 kids, and you're an Aman fan, and you have the Costa Palmas Beach and Yacht Club. You're like, okay, well, this is the time to buy a second, third home.
Of the Four Seasons residences, how many in total are there?
There will be roughly 250 residences.
Okay.
And that's a mix, like I said, of residences, casitas, and villas.
All right. How many are still left, approx?
We have probably 100 or so that would be coming in the future. Okay. The inventory is good, but we're going to expand it a little. Okay. More on the golf course and a little bit more in the marina.
So less than half?
Less than half.
Less than half. All right. And an exciting new project that is being pre-sold, actually one of our clients already purchased in, on the marina is Casa Blake.
Yeah, Casa Blake is our first brand that we have taken on. And it marries nicely with Four Seasons and Aman. It's a little bit more density in our marina village in the back of the marina. Mm-hmm. And 118 condos, no dedicated hotel rooms, and every condo will be part of the hotel. Casa Blake is designed by a gentleman named Martin Brusnitsky, who did projects like Annabelle's in London and the Ivy and Harry's Bar, and then will be run most likely by David Bowd, who has Salt Hotels, and David Bowd ran all of Andre Balaz's and Ian Schrager's hotels. So even though it's our first brand, we're really not taking any chances here. We've hired 2 of the best hoteliers in the world.
Amenities are always very important to guests, owners, future owners. What amenities, aside from the golf that we mentioned earlier, do Costa Palmas owners have access to?
Yeah, we have the first beach club is done and up and running, and that is programmed with what we call Aventura, which is our adventure guides. And anything and everything that you and your family ever thought of asking for on the water or in the mountains, we have a guide and a piece of equipment. You can't stump Aventura. Anything that you ever requested, whether that's spearfishing, wake surfing, kiting, sailing, sport fishing, you name it, we have guides and equipment to go do that. And that's at a moment's notice. You walk into the club, you ask membership services, I want to do these 10 things, and they give us 10 minutes and it's done.
Yeah, over the weekend, me and the kids went on the wave runners, for example. Just like it. You want to go on the wave runners? Yeah, let's go.
Right, it's immediate, right? ATVs, you want to go mountain biking, you want to go horseback riding, it's handled.
All right, cool. And you talked about the Marina Village. What is being planned for that area in terms of amenities?
So the Marina Village, which started with our first non-branded restaurant, meaning it wasn't at the Four Seasons and it wasn't in the club, was brought to us, we did in partnership with Nancy Silverton, and we opened Mozza in the back of the Marina Village. And that was really the start of our vision to coming to life. And we opened Mozza a little over a year ago. Huge success. I mean, Nancy and her crew did such a good job in combination with our folks that we put with them. And we opened up a little coffee shop next door to that, and a deli, and Casa Blake will sit next to Mozza, and then on the other side will be the sister to the beach club. We'll open up the Costa Palmas Yacht Club, and that will handle all of the ocean programming for the club. And then behind Mozza, we opened up a nightclub called Chiki,
I stepped in there over the weekend. Very cool place.
Yeah, Cheeky was designed by Martin Brusnitsky, who's doing Casa Blake. And then behind that first phase will be lots of shopping and more residences. And it'll be like going through a little village in the south of France or Italy, with lots of, little tiny streets and fun little shops, and your saloon on one corner and an ice cream shop on the other. And it'll be a fun place to go. And it'll be a different vibe that fits nicely next to Four Seasons and Aman. So everything is complementing each other, really not trying to do the same thing twice.
When we were here over the weekend, Saturday night, my family and I went to dinner at Mosa, and we took the boat, and that was exactly the comment that my wife said, is like we were in Italy, somewhere in Europe, because the approach to the restaurant's incredible. And it's all lit up, and you walk onto the pier, walk up to the restaurant, you're greeted by smiling faces and great food.
Yeah, the water taxi has been really popular, and we have 2 of them today. We'll probably end up with 12 of them, because there's over 100 homes in the marina, single-family villas, homes with docks, and all of that will be water taxi accessible. So, if you live in the marina, you'll go out onto your dock, you'll turn on your light, and the taxi will come pick you up and take you to Mosa, or take you to the Four Seasons Hotel, or take you to the yacht club, or the second beach club that we'll build, which will be on the other side of the marina. So marina life will be a big thing here in the not too distant future. The first homes have just started over there.
Now, the marina is private, correct?
The marina is private, yeah. So if you are in the hotel or you own a home here, it is really your marina. Everybody else needs to call the harbor master for approval to come in, and just to kind of keep an eye on what's going on, and really deliver a higher level of service, which is unique to Baja.
Okay. Well, very unique. I can't think of another project that has that.
Yeah, I think it
Private
fits.
marina?
It fits well, with people actually living in the marina.
Yeah.
You have big homes that are going to be in the marina, with obviously lots of condos in the village. So to have a private marina fits, because it's only so big. So, all of those homes have docks. They're all going to have boats. And you'll have another 150 docks that won't be attached to homes. But that's not super big for a marina. So it's really more of a boutique, high touch, high service experience.
You get the privacy, the exclusivity. You don't have the riffraff that's kind of running around, or vendors. You can control the experience. So I think that's really important.
Yeah, we're lucky enough to we control the concession here. So anything that's really being done in the marina is to the benefit of the owners and the hotel guests.
Anything I didn't ask you about that we should mention about Costa Palmas, new projects, amenities?
Well, I think life here is a little different in that when you own a home here, if you are Four Seasons branded, you not only have access to everything in the hotel, so the spa, the gyms, all of the pools, all of the restaurants, but you're also a member of the Costa Palmas Beach and Yacht Club. So it's almost a double-tiered set of amenities. And that seamless interaction between the two doesn't exist in our business. When you start to combine Casa Blake and Aman Vari and access by reservation to those other hotels in a very seamless fashion, you end up with a daily rhythm that is very different than anything else that exists. It's we'll end up with 23, 25 restaurants behind the gates here. Wow. Today we already have 13 venues open, and that's different.
I can firsthand speak to the fact that when I was staying at the hotel, it was an easy stroll to the beach club, and if you want to get away, a little less people, the gym, the restaurants, and vice versa. I know clients that are in Chileno, they like the whole idea of the hotel there because it's more high activity, more movement, But if you want to get away, you can go to the private residence side.
I think the other thing here is, when you have your family running around, and we have multiple generations coming in and out of here, the way the membership is structured, the kids are loose. You can't get in trouble because the water's safe. Right. And this is 3 miles of beach. So the kids are gone. They go from the boats to the club park, where the baseball field is and pickleball and tennis, to the driving range, and back and forth all day long. And I have moms that come up to me every single week and ask me, Michael, do you know where my kids are? And I'm,
having fun.
Yeah, I could find them for you. You know what the response is every single time? No, I don't want to know. I want to know you know.
Right.
Right? And that's great, right? That the kids are growing up and they're just free. They can go do lots of crazy things. They can't get in trouble, and it's adventure every day. And that's how you and I grew up, right?
Yeah.
So that's really at the backbone what we're trying to continue to build here. And I think we've done a pretty good job. We have close to 200 families here, but we have well over 300 kids. And so that's really the most important thing, is how our families live and move through the community, and is it easy and is it fun for everybody, 2 to 82.
Well, for me, when we were about to get on the boat to go to dinner on Saturday, my wife Rocio asked me, why would someone buy in Costa Palmas? And I said, because all of this is secure, it's private, and imagine our kids, because they were riding on the bicycles throughout the 4 seasons and all around, they can do exactly what you're saying. And when the Marina Village is built out, they can go shopping, and it's controlled. And so security and just running into the wrong people, you're just not going to have that here.
Yeah, look, I didn't make this up. I have 3 really busy kids. Uh-huh. They're older now, and they grew up in all of the projects we discussed earlier, and they run around with their friends. And if you just pay attention, you can easily learn what works and doesn't work. Yeah. And my kids, who are now all out of college, they come in here with all of their friends, and they do everything that we have on the menu. And so it's not just 7, 8, 9-year-olds. There's 25, 26, 27-year-olds have just as much fun. And so that's really what we'll continue to build on. We will build more amenity. We're going to finish the yacht club, the second beach club. We'll build the golf clubhouse on the golf course. And so there's going to be a lot to do here. And over the next 3, 4, 5 years, this will be a really different place.
What I like is also the price ranges that you appeal to, from Casa Blake all the way to the Aman. Casa Blake, on the low end, where are you starting?
Yeah, studios start just below 700,000, and we have folks that are building, really big legacy heirlooms for their families. Estates that are, in the 40 million range. So. And everything in between. So really, from the very outset, we, put on the chalkboard, we want to have a choice, or 2 or 3 choices every $250,000 to $500,000. We don't want real estate to really be the limiting factor here. You'll find something that you really love, or you'll find 3 things that you love. We want you to fall in love with the place. And once you fall in love with the place, the real estate takes care of itself.
Michael, thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming.
And until the next one, bye for now.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Nick Fong Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast and the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Ronival Real Estate, and follow Nick on Instagram at NickFong_Ronival. Ready to find your Baja dream home? Check out the latest property listings at Ronival.com or findmexicohouses.com. Hasta luego.